Go. Boom. Oh yeah, oh crap. Well, maybe we can do that afterwards. After we done this, let's go to Nashada. Well, let's bring her and ooh, the Mandalorian in there. Let's go all out on Jedi, huh? Oh, the ruins. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that entrance is open now.
Out of my way. I am Colonel Tobin of the Onderon Lord, I bring news of the Jedi, a place where you may feed. Telos, Master. There is an academy of Jedi on Telos, perhaps hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you, and enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
That's all her fault.
It is different. It has been some time.
Been a while since you've been here. Cleared out the whole place.
Forgive me, but I need to rest. Go on. The council awaits. I will remain here.
You're afraid.
Yes. Afraid for you. As I always have been, I will be fine here. Whatever answers the council have are for you. Alone.
Is there anything wrong?
I am tired. The journey has been a long one, and I need to center myself. Know that much may happen here, but above all, do not forget this. You may trust in me. We cradle each other's lives, and what threatens one of us threatens us both. And if you find you cannot trust me, trust in your training, trust in yourself. Never doubt what you have done. All your decisions have brought you to this point. And now, perhaps, they shall see what you have become.
It is not as it was.
But perhaps that is for the best.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps you've come for revenge.
Did you not go to join him?
No, it is a battle.
Still don't have clothes on.
But Atris, she has not come.
Of course she has not.
So, I need to know what you spoke of when you cast me out of the order many years ago.
You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
Oh, could someone just give me a straight answer?
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
There's something wrong here. A disturbance in the Force.
Do not let them hurt him.
They follow you without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
Do you say I'm controlling them?
It is not an easy thing to explain. Surely you are familiar with force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding of each other. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force-sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours.
Is this going somewhere?
This bond, It travels both ways. When you feel pain or strong emotion, it resonates within you.
And that is why the Mandalorian wars echo within you still.
All those deaths at Malachor?
We
Oops.
did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened
wrong
to
number.
it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished. All those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
In connection to the Force even stronger than before.
Yes. You can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you, we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force and the death of the Jedi.
I can feel the Force strongly.
So you think. It is not the strength of a Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger, and the more attachments you form, the more you draw others.
Yeah, it seems like we become just what is chasing
You are a
us.
threat to us all.
What do you mean?
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain.
Uh-oh.
And so you wait, as a shadow.
Yes, we are alike that way, blinded one.
I would have thought you would walk with him amongst the Jedi, but that is not the way of the Sith, is it?
Do not speak of the ways of the Sith. You, of all of us, have no conception of what it means to be Sith.
You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Huh. Okay, let's see. We go with number 2. But I think Kreia is not gonna let us do this.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around.
So I accepted it, but you know.
Enough!
Yeah, exactly.
Step away from him.
What?
Step away! He has brought truth, and you condemn it? The arrogance! You will not harm him. You will not harm him ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as she did.
She is difficult to see. She's like a shadow of the Exile. Sit out, and now they have come to us.
How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. Did you not hear its call on Dandooine Vrook, on its scarred surface, and in the minds of the settlers? I have endured your corruption of my other students. You shall not have this one. And you, Kavar, so close to the call of Daxan, tell me, did you not feel what poured from the moon, what had taken place there? And Zezkael, to hide upon Nar Shaddaa, yet blind yourself to all that happens there. So close to understanding the Force. So close to giving it up. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid. As you would pass judgment on him, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the Exile.
Okay. Good night, Jedis.
You.
Oh, yes. At last, you see. I am one of the Sith, it is true. I must answer for my actions, and it is my wish that only Atris hear my answers.
What are we gonna do? If we don't stop her, then everyone, everywhere, they're gonna lose their lives.
Soon your ship will come, my master. I will bring him before you, but I will not let you have him. Soon your ship shall come from that which made you.
I know you can hear me. I have always known. It is why I followed you. I have destroyed planets for you, General. But now, this once, if we could save something in this galaxy, I need to do this, or I would die inside, like I died at Malachor 5.
Force and light. What the heck? Okay. This power allows the Jedi to use the light side of the Force to enhance the Jedi's powers. The best of the Jedi's speed, armor, and valor powers are instantly activated at a reduced cost. This power is useful to quickly become ready for difficult battles. Huh. Okay. His master is dead, drained of life. His body is worse and lifeless. It's like an absence in the Force. Okay, is he gonna say the same thing on all three? Okay. Oops. Skill too low. Let me break it. So, well, I kind of known she's always been like a Sith, but kind of wondering, is she hoping that we are gonna defeat? Goes to because she wants to come back to rule. It almost feels like it. What happened there?
The handmaiden took her. She thinks Kreia killed you.
Why does she think that?
Because that's the lie Kreia told her, that's why. The only thing that matters is the handmaiden believes it. And she's gonna react exactly how that old witch hoped she would. That's why she wanted the handmaiden on board, you know. So she could use her to reach the Telos Academy whenever she wished, without needing the access codes.
Yeah, but a handmaiden wouldn't betray the academy like that.
She would, if she thought she was bringing Atris a prisoner, especially a Sith Lord. She'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do to anyone she thinks is a Sith.
Sith?
Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry, you don't get any more Sith than that. Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past, I don't think you'd understand who we are now.
That just will execute her.
Yeah, she will, if she can.
See, if we're planning to attack Telos, everything will be decided there.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Oh, guess we're going there.
What is wrong? Something troubles you. I can feel it.
Fear I have been influencing you all without realizing it.
I do not understand what you mean.
Besides, why are you following me? Or, do you ever wonder why you are with me?
I would die for you. When I tell you my life for yours, it is my choice. And if there is an ending between us where my sacrifice can save you, it will be because it is my desire, not your will.
But what if the Force is just controlling all this?
I simply do. And sometimes there is no reason that can be given. What did you learn within the Jedi Academy?
There's a form of connection through the Force, and that is why others follow me to the death.
Then that is a danger of their beliefs. They do not understand you, what it means to be human, to lead. The feelings I have for you are because of what I see, what I hear in your voice. All that tells me you are a natural leader. I follow because I believe in you. I would die for you because I believe in you. And where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. I look at you and see that perhaps a life untouched by the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go on alone. But I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connection to others. Do not forsake them as you did in exile.
I will. Wait, you're troubled. Why?
He awaits you at Telos. If you go there, you must face him. And when you do, he will wound you, as he has wounded me.
If I do not stop him, then Telos will be destroyed.
I ask you, I beg you, to stay here with me.
Why?
I want to look upon you, where no one else can see. Where it is just us. I want to see your face, the color of your skin. I wish to see what the handmaiden sees when she looks at you. That causes her heart to race and her tone to change. What causes her to forsake her heritage, her oaths, as you made me forsake mine. I need to know if perhaps I am wrong. If the universe is not as my master once showed me.
The universe is not solely as our eyes make it out to be, Visas. You know this.
From the moment I heard your voice across the galaxy, I have longed for you. It is the echo, a wound that travels still, that when heard, made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. One who had felt the same sense of loss. When I heard it, I loved you more than my own life. And I wanted you to be here with me for as long as you will let me love you. Stay. And I want you to see what I see when I gaze upon you. I want you to know why I cannot look at you, and why I am drawn to you.
Let us look upon each other. Let's see.